brakes loose down to bottom. Okay, I didn't realize that I moved that much down. Where is it? Down here, I gotta take the brakes loose. And the wheel is free. Now what I gotta do is take the air out of it and take the tire off of the rim. And I'm gonna stop to set the tire up on the table here and go through that process. What we're going to is a smoother tire, and we'll see if that actually eliminates that buzzsaw sound that you heard in the beginning of the video. This little guy right here is what I'm going to use to pull the valve stem out, and it's actually a cover for the valve stem. But you can also take the valve stem out. I'm just going to loosen it to get the air out the tire. Take the cap off. Set it aside so you don't lose it. sure I tighten this valve back up. I don't want to be out riding and have this come loose. Alright. All the air seems to be sufficiently out. The tire seems to be loose all the way around. Now the trick is to get the tire out without actually damaging the inner tube inside, which this actually seems like it can let some more air out of it. This seems to be damaged. Alright. Oh yeah, it's a lot more loose now. Alright. You're going to take a screwdriver. Let me see where you can see really well. And of course, it's over here where I can't reach. Let's turn it this way. You want two screwdrivers, flatheads. So you get one in, a number, and then hold that one. Be careful not to pinch the inner tube, and that'll happen. I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver and flew across the room. Let's see here. I have an idea. Once you get the tire started to come off of the rim, you can pull the rest of it off by hand. Now this is halfway off. It's completely all undone. So if you were changing the inner tube, at this point you just pull the inner tube out. If you had a hole in it, you need to patch it. You could pull the inner tube out, put the new one in, or patch it and put it back in, and then you just reseat the bead. I'm actually take this tire completely off to put the new one on, so I'm going to continue to pull the tire off of the rim and pull the inner tube out, because I need to feed the inner tube into the new tire and then put everything on as one piece. So let's see here. Here we adjust. Kind of sort of, you can see. Right here is the valve stem. So what you're going to do is push that back in. Push that all the way in. And pinch the tire. Pinch the tire like this on both sides. And pull it back till you get the valve stem out. You can barely see it there. So the valve stem's out, then you can just fold the tire over and it will come off. As you fold it over, it will start to come off in the rim. Rim, tire, and inner tube. There's a rubber gasket or band in here to protect the inner tube from the spoke nuts that are on this side. They go all the way around. So now I gotta get the inner tube out. Get the inner tube out. It's just simple. Grab it by the valve stem and pull it out. New tire, old inner tube, and just pretty much do the opposite. You just lay it in the inside. this back in. Find the part of your rim where the inner tube goes through, put the valve stem through, and the way you took it off where you were pinching the tire, and you pinched it like this, you pinch it, hold the valve stem, stick it through, and then feed the tire on. Using the clamp to hold the bead on because this tire is new, so it's flared out like this. So I needed to come in like this, so with it being flared, every time I push one side in, it pops back out. So I got to do this on the floor where I can keep my weight on it. Alright, it took some fighting, but I got it on. So it's on all the way around. There's the other side. So now to pump it up and see if the inner tube got pinched and got any holes in it. So we'll set that there. Let's get the pump. Appears to be holding air. Let's get it back on the bike, which is not in frame. brakes back on, set up the trainer, put this in it, and let's see how it sounds. I figured you'd want to see the brake install. There's the bracket here. And there's a, I guess, stop. And this does, it hits this, keeps it from wrenching out. So that in, put your washer on. Put your nut on. This floats, but it'll lock into place when it's in line with the brake. So what you want to do is with the band of the rim right here, you want to line the pad up with that, and then you tighten the nut down. And you do the same thing on both sides. Washer and nut. And you want to get it in line with I forgot, this needs to be adjusted back so it's touching that, so I'll have to go back and adjust that side. Alright, let's see how this sounds now. better. Not as bad as it was before, but we'll see how it holds up over the winter. And since it's been so crappy, hasn't been a lot of days to actually go out and ride in the nice weather, because when it was nice I was at work, and weekends it rained. Today it's raining and it's 50 degrees out, so we'll see if this works out for use over the winter, so I can set this up and bike, watch TV, and get some exercise in. I will keep you posted. I'll leave updates in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please ask them. Leave them down below. I will answer. And have a great day. Don't bicycle with socks on.
Yeah.